world's smallest rugged 4G smartphone called Atom, running full Android, just raised over $1 million on Kickstarter. But how durable is it really? And what's it made of? And how small is too small? Let's find out. This little guy, which is literally the same size as your ear, is probably the smallest smartphone I've ever tested. The 2.4-inch screen makes navigation unique, but not impossible. Running the full version of Android, all the normal apps should open and work just fine, just, they'll look like they were made for ants. The screen resolution is 240 by 432, which gives it a few thousand more pixels than the Apple Watch. But even then, YouTube videos still look pretty solid.
Also still in one piece, resting with one wing submerged in the sand on the ocean floor, but the rest of the plane is pretty exposed.
But we're here for the durability, and with that comes the scratch test. Atom is rocking an unspecified version of Gorilla Glass under that pre-installed screen protector, which means we know it'll hold its own during a scratch test. My MO scale is drawn much smaller this time, but the screen is indeed Gorilla Glass, and not the plastic stuff we've seen on some other rugged phones. Scratching at a level 6 and a deeper groove at a level 7. So keys and coins won't affect the phone that's the size of a razor blade, and not even razor blades can scratch the surface. There's a front-facing 8-megapixel camera tucked up under that screen glass, also protected from scratches, and there's 2 capacitive buttons down at the bottom, one that opens your recent apps and a back button, both sitting next to that center fingerprint scanner, which is unscratchable. Kinda nice to have that invincibility on a rugged phone that's basically the same size as your finger anyway. The earpiece grill is made from plastic and very securely attached to the phone, and the bottom grill is also made from that same plastic material. Digging into the sides of the Atom, we show a thick layer of rubber surrounding the whole phone, along with the black plastic power button, and a programmable red plastic button that can be used to activate the camera or phone calls. As long as Bixby doesn't start popping up, I think it's a great feature. We have a modern USB-C charging port along the side. Nothing along the bottom, but up here at the top, the little guy has a headphone jack, which is awesome. Even though the Atom is a fraction of the size of an iPhone, and at IP68 is more water resistant than an iPhone, it still has a headphone jack. I think a thumbs up is deserved for companies that pack their phones full of useful features. The other side of the phone next to the volume buttons has a dual SIM card slot with plenty of rubber around the tip to keep liquid from leaking. The red accents on the outside of the phone are aesthetically present on the inside. I'll have to delve into that more later. The rear camera is a 16-megapixel sensor covered with glass. With a phone this small and inexpensive, you might expect cheap materials, but so far things have been pretty solid. The single-color LED flash is also under that glass. The back of the phone is covered in yet another layer of thick black rubber. I tried drawing the electron trajectory of an atom on the back of this Atom phone, but the rubber thwarted my razor by hiding most all traces of scratching. The textured back material does provide substantial grip though. I'm a fan. The Unihertz logo is made from plastic, but also solidly attached to the phone body. One unique thing about the Atom is a little slot for a tether or necklace strap down at the bottom. It might also be used for the optional bike mounts or outdoorsy stuff if you're one of those people that likes to go outside. Speaking of dangerous things to do, it's time for the burn test. The flame from my lighter basically takes over the whole 2.4-inch screen, and something new happens. 10 seconds into the burn, the screen goes black with a bright white center to the burn mark. Normally we would see this on an AMOLED screen that wouldn't recover, but this LCD display still recovered completely, which is scientific in some way, I'm sure. The cute little guy is just a tad longer than my thumb, and it's time for a bin test, to see how well it will actually hold up under stress. It's quite a bit thicker than most phones, at 0.7 inches thick to include that 2000 mAh battery, which is larger than an iPhone, but who's keeping track? The thing is built like a small brick, and as you might assume, nothing I could do would make the phone break. Overall, I'm impressed. If you've ever wanted an oversized Tic Tac with full Android capabilities in your pocket, this is the phone for you. I'll toss a link in the description if you're interested in getting one as a backup or even a daily driver.
This is Tropic. It's a new category of shoes. We call it the all-terrain sneaker. It's a mesh of a comfy urban shoe with a rugged technical outdoor boot. On the one hand, it's stylish, comfortable, and light. On the other, it's meticulously crafted as an incredible shoe for the outdoors. It's super light. It grabs your foot firmly with an elastic counter heel. It has a slip-resistant sole with a strong rubber grip, so you can trust it anywhere. When you're in the city, you'll appreciate the comfort it brings you. The freedom. It's made with Cosmo Materials 3D mesh, so it's super breathable. It comes with both elastic and regular shoelaces, so you can wear it the way you want to. Tropic is 100% water friendly. And it dries in minutes using the patented treatments Agian and Combat. It's built to slip on. And it's made to be worn with or without socks. It's a shoe for city lovers, adventurers, and explorers. Take it wherever life takes you.
Mosquitoes suck. Now you could obviously cover your skin. Use a racket. Or apply sticky skin-damaging sprays or creams. But we realized nobody wants that. This is why we invented a solution that is not sticky, doesn't cause allergic reactions, and is friendly towards the environment at the same time. This is the Bandito, a portable mosquito repeller. It comes as a wristband, but also clips to any place where protection is needed. It is small, non-intrusive, and very lightweight. The Bandito uses proven techniques you know from products that plug into your outlet and combines them into a portable device that also protects you outside wherever you go. Utilizing all-natural, DEET-free scents and sonic sounds, it instantly creates a shield around you to ward off mosquitoes.
I like the Bandito because I can finally enjoy outdoor activities with my kids. As a parent, it gives me peace of mind knowing that the product is safe for kids and keeps them from having itchy mosquito bites after playing outside.
A replaceable battery and scent strips allow for long-term use and refilling every season. So if you're getting ready for a picnic with the family, golfing with friends, backpacking with buddies, or anything outdoor related, you can rely on the Bandito. Help us make a change. A portion of proceeds will be donated towards fighting malaria.
Meet Pablo and Jensen, two best friends. The day was glorious, and the two were out planting trees. At that moment, Pablo vowed to design a pair of sunglasses that would never fall off. Sidearms were a thing of the past, and he would call them Ombraz.
Sidearms on your shades are in place. We're going to revolutionize it. Be a good style and be indestructible design. They won't fall off of your face. Get your Ombraz. They're a perfect fit every time. You might lose your pants, but you ain't gonna lose your Ombraz. Oh no. They're a perfect fit every time. You can take a chance, 'cause you ain't gonna break your Ombraz. You sit on them, step on them, drive them in the ring, you'll call them won't break you, just put them right back on. Should've had your Ombraz on. Should've had your Ombraz. Yeah, better get your Ombraz.
They'll never come on. Oh!
A year later, Pablo returned to the scene of the accident. His heart ached, but dang, his Ombraz looked good.
Jensen, it's been a long year without you. Just keeps getting harder.
Pablo!
Jensen, have you been out here for a whole year?
Planting trees.
I'm so sorry. My glasses slipped and I should have had Ombraz.
Ombraz.
Try them on.
They're so comfortable. They'll never fall off.
Pablo and Jensen would go on to revolutionize the sunglasses world, and for every pair of Ombraz they sold, they would plant 20 trees.